YouTube? It's your boy Tryhard bringing you another video. I know it's been a little minute since I've posted my last couple of videos.
Bruh.
But we're just gonna ignore that and we're gonna go with the flow. I'm definitely gonna be posting more. I'm already recording a couple of videos at a time, so I'm definitely gonna have more videos out this week. So for today's video, let's get right into it. I'm gonna do a little strategy video on how to use my strategy with a small account. So with the small account, that just means like a tight stop loss, so you could keep the risk to a minimum and stuff like that. So today you're gonna learn how to use my strategy on a small account and make big profits for everybody. I'm gonna show you guys a chart that I'm analyzing right now. It is 8:08 a.m. So this is gonna be a live trading session. So I'm gonna show you guys exact same strategy that I'm gonna show you right now, how you guys can use it on a live market. Before I show you the charts, we're gonna do our plugs just like always. So once again, guys, the signals group will be linked in the description below. If you guys want to trade alongside with me, if you want to look at all the trades that I take on a daily, then you guys could join this group, and I send out analyzes, charts, videos, all that stuff every night and every morning, depending on what we're trading, whether it be London or New York session. So if you guys want to join me, definitely join up for that. We are taking the FTMO challenge. So if you guys haven't taken your challenge, or you're in the middle of your challenge and you want to take it alongside with me, it's down in the description below. I'll take those challenges live with you guys. You guys can copy my trades. Or one more thing, guys, make sure you follow my Instagram. I'm gonna pop it up in here in the video. Follow my Instagram. I'm definitely gonna be posting more stuff on my Instagram. I'm gonna start doing giveaways on my Instagram. Okay, so if that's something you guys like, definitely check that out. Last thing on our plug, check out my friend here, Trading with Jay. He's been great at helping me out. He's a great trader. I want you guys to go ahead and check out his YouTube. He's got a lot of beginners video. If you guys are beginners and you're stuck with your trading strategy or your risk management or your psychology in general, definitely check out his page. He's doing some great things over there. All right, guys, so I got the charts pulled up right here. We're looking at GJ, JP, JBP, JPY. Got confused me a little bit. So we're definitely gonna be looking at this one. This is right now happening live at 8:12 a.m. I'm trading this morning. I overslept for London, so I'm definitely trading New York session right now. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple steps on how I analyze this, especially if you have a smaller account. I usually swing my trades, so I'll be a big stop loss, more like 30-40 pips, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit for tight stop losses for people with smaller accounts. So let's get right into the chart. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go over a couple steps for you guys to know. I'm gonna clear this out so we know for sure we're starting from the beginning, right? So on this trade right here, we're on the daily time frame. Always start in the higher time frames. Daily, 4 hour, first start on those two. Those are great. And then we'll move down to the 30-minute to look for our entry, since we are doing tighter stop losses. All right, guys, so let's zoom out. First thing I like doing when I'm analyzing the chart, trend line. Trend line helps me look at the chart a little cleaner, makes it easier. So just make sure you draw your trend line. Beautiful trend line. Let's move it a little bit. Make sure, try to get as many hits as you can on the trend line. That's how you know your trend line is better. So for example, we got a hit here, we got a hit here, another hit here, got a couple of hits right here. We'll count that as one, and then we got another hit over here. Bam. So you see, the more times that the trend line gets hit, the stronger the trend line is. So, and this is on the daily time frame, so even better, this is a strong trend line. So off break right here, if we were just to trade off trend lines alone, I could have told you that a great trade would have been happening right here. We could have taken an easy buy over here at this trend line. As I know, it hit my trend line. I know it's going to bounce off my trend line because previously it bounced off my trend line before. So what I've done around this time, when I see that the price will start moving towards my trend line, I would have taken a look at the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and then I would have set up a buy position here with a big stop loss. Stop loss would have been probably all the way, probably not that much, but definitely go in the lower time frame, like an hour, 30 minutes, and you would have had like a nice 40 pip, 50 pip stop loss. That way you would have saved yourself from getting stopped out, because sometimes it will break the trend line, just pip out, come down there, do a little stop loss, and then take you out. So that's something things you got to be worried about. But that's not the trade we're looking at right now. I'm just showing you guys how just the trend line alone, you guys can make a trade off that right now. All right, so we're up here, we got our trend line, we know we're in a buy power, and then you see jumped off trend line, strong buy power, right? But now price is starting to get overbought. The price can't just go forever. It has to retest at some point, and that's what we're looking at right now. So we see we have resistance right here. Draw your resistance, guys. Resistance right there. And then we'll draw a couple more. We have resistance over here, strong resistance. These are on the daily time frame, so this is all strong resistance right here. We have a support level right here. Look at that. Bam. And then we'll do one more, and I'll do it right around here. Bam. Just like that. Okay, so now what do we see? Price has been overbought, jumped off the trend line beautifully. Now we're coming into resistance. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to start looking for a sell position. So I'll put my sell at resistance right here. Of course, we won't do it this high, but this is what we'll start off. So draw your trend line, draw your support and resistance. You're on a higher time frame, and now we'll move down to the lower time frames. Now we'll go into the hour time frame. All right, so now we're in the hour. What do we see here? Zoom in a little bit, and then you can see price is failing to break this resistance. Price has tried already for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. 5 candles has 5 hours. So 5 hours, price has been unable to break this right here. So what does that mean? The sell is looking pretty strong. So what we'll do now is we'll set up our position. So entry right there. Let me get this a little bit lower so you guys can see actual numbers on it. Bam. All right. So our entry will be right here. Our stop loss, depending on how much you want to risk, it changes for everybody. So we're doing tight stop losses. So we'll risk about, we'll say 20 pips. 20 pips would be a good stop loss right there. 20 pip stop loss, and then we will carry this down to our level of support, which was right over here. We want to keep it at a good number, so we'll do 153,500. And will be our first take profit. Our second take profit, we'll take it down over here if it does support that. If not, we'll just stop right here at the 500, which will be more than enough for us. 500 for 200 pips. So that's one of the trades I'll be looking at to take over. And even better, look, you could even draw another resistance, turn support right there, and then our take profit was a little bit above that, so even better. So guys, these are just simple trades that you guys could be taking right here. You're not risking a lot of money. You're only risking 20 pips, depending on what lot size you put in. If you put in a one lot, that'd be 200 bucks. So with the performance coming out with $2,000. So set up your risk management. Look for trades like this. Remember, we ain't do nothing special here. We drew a support line. We did resistance and support. We went down to a smaller time frame. Check to see if that resistance was holding, which it was because of the 4 candles that we were looking at. We set up a trade right on the top of it. We got our stop loss above the resistance, so if it does break, we lost it out. There's nothing we do about it. And then if it starts dropping, we'll be in there for good. All right guys, thank you. That was just a little analysis on this. What's going on, guys? It's Try Hard. It's the next day. So yesterday's breakdown that we did on GJ happened yesterday morning. Today is the next morning, and the trade didn't end up working out in our favor. So I was thinking of what I wanted to do with the video. Did I want to trash the video and go over another setup? But after thinking about it, I thought we should go over the loss, think about what we did, go over and how we managed our risk, and how in the end it didn't go our way, but we still managed to not risk our account, not take too huge of a blow. So let's go over. As you can say, I have it pulled up right here on the charts. We're on the daily time frame. So instead of retesting back down to the sell like I thought we had, it's actually it went for an incredible push to the top side.
Oh my god! Wow!
Now, there's no way of telling that this was going to happen, but what I want you guys to know is how we managed our risk in the end. So from yesterday's video that we did, that you guys saw, where I was analyzing GJ for the sell, we were over here trying to take the sell at these candles over here, and price just ended up pushing up to the upside. Now, we were definitely off the mark since price broke the resistance and started shooting up for the sky, but then we're fine. In this trade right here, we lost 10 pips, which managing our risk wasn't too much on our account. It was a 1% loss. So even though this is the strategy I use all the time, I just want to let you guys know managing your risk is always more important than the actual setups you're looking at. So if you guys would have put too much risk on this, you would have lost this trade, you would have blown your account. Instead, we managed our risk. We took a loss on this one. Everybody takes a loss. You can't be 100% hit every time. So I do want to show you guys that, hey, I lose too, we take losses, but as long as we manage our risk, we should be fine. So we lost 10 pips on this trade. It is what it is. And then just for future references, now we're just looking for a retest after this big push. It broke the resistance. Once it broke the resistance, we know it wants to go to the top side. So we'll either wait for a retest this side, or it might even retest a little bit lower than this and might head down right over here. So depending on what it does, we'll adapt to the market and then take our next trade from there. Thank you guys. Just a little update on that trade.